we are all familiar with you as a former AFP chief. As we know, the Navy sometimes also assists in, especially of late, no? Mas madalas sumasama yung Navy dito sa mga RORE missions, dyan sa disputed waters. In your opinion, talaga bang uminit, no, yung temperatura sa disputed waters now, especially since nag-change tayo ng administrations?
Well, I have stated this in one of the recent forums that I attended, and I said that my observation when I was still Chief of Staff of the AFP, the situation has kind of increased, perhaps, in terms of the aggression that were being done by the other side. We have observed an increase, perhaps, in the number of vessels being deployed to block and disrupt our resupply operations. Even also the distance from where they would start the blocking, when before they would be disrupting or block our resupply boats nearer the shoal. Now it's farther out. And we have also observed that the means or the ways that they do their disruption has also changed, and it has actually intensified. Whereas in the past they were merely challenging, they were perhaps blocking maneuvers, but this time around the maneuvers has become more dangerous. In fact, there were instances of their vessels ramming our boats. And perhaps the last two incidents were resulted in the injury to the passengers of Naisa May, and of course the damage that was brought to the boat. So we can see that there have been an increase in terms of their actions to disrupt our resupply to BRP Sierra Madre.
With General Centino, of course, becoming a Chief of Staff in the administration of President Duterte, November 2021 to 2022. Yes. Oo. Ayan, yun nga po yun.
General, last question na lang. Apart from itong concerns natin sa West Philippine Sea, may iba pa bang marching orders, no? Yung Maritime Council, hindi lang naman yun yung karagatan natin. Medyo marami pang iba. What else is on your, kumbaga, top of your to-do list, apart from, of course, the issues there in the West Sea?
Yeah, it's good that we have this new constitution of the Maritime Council. And because from there, and by the way, may I just share also that we have a forthcoming maritime zones bill that will be enacted into law.
Correct.
Hopefully, it gets to be passed. I was informed that it was already passed by the House and Congress, I mean, in the Senate. So we could see that this law would help us craft our maritime strategy. Now, it is important that we should be reminded that our maritime interest is not only in the West Philippine Sea. We have, on the eastern side, we have Benham Rise. In the north, we have Luzon Strait. In the south, we have Sulu Sea and Celebes Sea. So these are very important areas that we should consider also outside of the West Philippine Sea. And that's why we are anticipating the passing into law of this Maritime Zones Bill, so that this will pave the way for the crafting of our maritime strategy. And I would like to see that the creation of the Maritime Council will show a more deliberate action on the part of government, as considering that their meetings are required, and it's actually more frequently. So that is why we have confidence that in the implementation of this executive order will be successful.
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
can I just ask for clarification on that? What do you mean by more deliberate action?
As I mentioned, the composition is a cabinet level body, and it is headed by the executive secretary. Although we have additional members included in the council, and it meets more frequently than as they were required before. So, of course, it helped that we have this ruling in 2016 that will also guide us in crafting our policies and strategies.
No, I guess what I was wondering was that what in the next run-in, and we know it will come, in the next incursion, whether we will be changing strategy, we will be more deliberate versus, what's happening right now, which is usually we issue notes verbal to China. There's usually statements from both sides, and it stays there until the next incident, right? So I was wondering what you meant exactly by more deliberate. Are we getting bolder, more aggressive?
Well, I would say we are more resolute or determined to ensure that we assert our sovereign rights in that area. Let me speak as a former member of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. We have soldiers deployed there. And it's important that we are able to sustain, we are able to provision that, we provide them with the needed rations, the needed supplies, so that they continue to do their work. Imagine they are stationed in a very desolate and remote area, detachment, and they should be provided with the needed resources for them to continue doing their jobs. And that's why the President has said that we will protect these areas by all means, and that is what we are going to do.